It has been announced today that Lincolnshire will be in Tier 3 following the lift of the national lockdown on the 2nd of December. But what will this mean for the county?
Similar to the national lockdown, you can't meet up indoors with anybody that isn't part of your household or your support bubble. This includes in private gardens and most outdoor venues. The rule of 6 still applies, meaning you can't socialise in a group of more than 6 people outdoors. So group meetings in places such as parks, beaches, sports facilities and public gardens aren't allowed to take place. Hospitality settings such as bars, pubs and restaurants and cafes will be closed with the exception of operating as a takeaway, meaning click and collect and drive-throughs will stay open. Hotels, B&Bs and campsites will close as well, but there are several exemptions around this rule if the places are part of your main residence or you're required to book the venue for work placements or educational purposes. Indoor entertainment and tourist venues such as bowling alleys, theatres and cinemas will also stay closed to the public.
Large outdoor events should not take place, with the exception of drive-in events. Places of worship will remain open, but you must not attend with or socialise with anyone outside of your household or support bubble whilst you are there. Weddings and funerals can go ahead, with restrictions on the number of attendees. 15 people can attend wedding ceremonies, 30 people can attend funeral ceremonies. Indoor attractions at most of the outside entertainment venues will also have to close. This includes zoos, safari parks and wildlife reserves, museums and galleries, botanical gardens, and landmarks including observation decks and viewing platforms.
Sport clubs in Lincoln say the Tier 3 restrictions are disappointing. Lincoln City were hoping to welcome thousands of fans back to LNER Stadium after December the 2nd, but they will now have to continue to play behind closed doors. The Imps CEO Liam Scully, however, has said that the club is heartened by Tier 1 and Tier 2 areas being allowed fans in. Meanwhile, non-league football club Lincoln United say they could survive without fans in the short term, but long term it would be unsustainable. The Whites say they're expecting to resume training when lockdown ends and play their first game on Saturday, December the 5th. But the club says it's awaiting further guidance from the FA because other non-league clubs around England would also struggle financially. And finally, Lindham Hockey Club say they're not expecting any of their games to continue this side of Christmas due to travelling restrictions in Tier 3. England Hockey says teams will be allowed to train in all tiers, while games will continue in Tiers 1 and 2. But the body says more information is needed before announcing if clubs will play in Tier 3 or not.
How long Lincolnshire is expected to be in Tier 3 is not yet known, but the government are looking to review the tiers on the 16th of December. If infection rates are shown to have fallen in the county, it is possible that Lincolnshire could move into Tier 2, but restrictions will still apply until a government review in March 2021.